Hi, my name is Levi from Fliteboard. We're here in Miami at the Miami International Boat Show. We're doing Fliteboard demos on our new Series 5 jet. We got beautiful conditions today, nice high tide location, and we're gonna get some first timers out on the water. So what's your water sports experience?
I've done a lot of jet ski.
Okay.
And I not surf. I tried surf once.
You ever try wakeboard or
wakeboard? A little bit, like when they pull you.
Yeah, windsurf.
I tried, it wasn't good.
For sure. We're Fliteboard, so it's just the electric hydrofoil. We don't do like any other electric craft.
Oh, I see.
We had the first prototype eFoil in end of 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, a while ago. And then our first production models were shipping in Australia in 2018, and then in the United States by 2019. We've been just doing the electric hydrofoil as a company from the top down. You know, we wanted to make a really perfect electric hydrofoil board. So we were the first company to design it, you know, not like a foil board with a motor, but as a whole system
from the beginning
to be designed as a powered foil board. I started as a Fliteboard partner, so doing lessons and reselling boards in the end of 2020. And yeah, it was really great because a lot of people weren't traveling, so they were staying home and looking to do outdoor activities. So paddleboarding, surfing, and eFoiling got a big boom. And so we were really fortunate to be kind of in the right position to be delivering units at that time. And then from there, we grew and grew year over year. In end of 2023, we were acquired by Brunswick. And so now we're a division of Mercury Marine. I don't know the exact statistics, but something like 80% of boats are powered by Mercury, either outboard or Mercruiser, inboard, outboard. So, you know, it's a big firm, over 100 years of engineering, or almost 100 years. And, you know, we were really lucky to co-develop our newest motor propulsion system with them. So this is our Series 5 jet. This is a prototype. We just launched it yesterday, production model, so this is available for purchase. This is the Ultra L2, so this is like our most performance unit. The highest, lightest, and most maneuverable. It can be a little bit difficult for a very first timer, but you're more than welcome. I'm going to be riding this one out there, so if you want to give it a go, we can swap boards.
So I've seen the videos. And the instruction. It doesn't look easy.
it's easier than wakeboard, honestly.
Oh, really?
Easier than paddleboard. It just takes a little bit to figure out.
Practice like anything else, right?
But what's great about our new jet is it's made the learning process even easier. Because like I was mentioning, we've collaborated with Mercury to build a brand new motor assembly inside. It's larger than our previous motor. It's designed in a way to have better thermal cooling properties because the outer fuselage, the aluminum here, is the casing of the motor. Aluminum is amazing thermal conduit. It's got great heat sink properties. So we're able to put in a more powerful, faster spinning motor to get more torque out of it compared to our previous jet and even our previous prop model. And with all the safety benefits of having a fully enclosed impeller.
So a lot of people will ask immediately, electricity and water, how does that mix?
We've spent years and a lot of time and money in R&D to make sure that we are using the top of the line lithium ion packs. We've designed our own packs in pre-anticipation of making sure that, we're not just making the best feeling board, we're also making the safest board. Ever since the beginning, it's been really important for us, safety, because, water and lithium ion is no joke. And we're really blessed to not have any thermal runaway incidents as far as our record keeping goes on any of our battery packs, which is quite an achievement considering we've sold over 10,000 units at this point, and we have a very, very low battery defective rate. This is our sport battery. This is our middle-sized battery. It's a 30 amp hour battery. It's really hard to, equate that to an exact range because, water isn't like ground. Water moves. So we really kind of track it in ride time, average ride time. If you're riding not too fast, our middle battery pack is about a 90-minute ride time. Our big battery pack, 40 amp hour, is about 2 hours. And then we have a really small one that's really designed for performance riding. That's a 45-minute ride time. Again, if you're a beginner and you're wiping out a lot, you're gonna get less ride time because starting and stopping is really inefficient, just like stop-go traffic.
Like in a car, yeah.
Exactly. Whereas if you're riding real smooth, nice and slow,
less effort.
Exactly, it's less work. If you go really, really fast, you'll see it'll go down really, really quickly.
So obviously, people are gonna ask too. Okay, I get battery dies. You can still paddle back to the coast.
Like a swimmer, yeah. So we actually, again, part of our safety technology is we have a very advanced battery management software that's integrated into the battery pack that uses a lot of algorithms and complex computer stuff to know your GPS location from your origin point.
So let you know like you have enough to go back.
And there's plenty of warnings, 50%, 20%, blah, blah, blah. Your controller will warn you, but then in the event you get to critical battery level, and because you have your origin point GPS and where you're at, it'll know when it'll tell you. You need.
It's like, for example, like drones are like more or less programmed like the same way. If the drone is far away and the battery is not enough,
it'll automatically
come back home.
We don't have return to home tech
No, I know. Well, I mean,
but what it does is it'll put you in limp mode.
Okay.
Limp mode is a very low power mode where you won't be able to foil anymore, but it just laying down on the board in the water. Limp mode gives you enough juice
to move
back to the beach.
Another question, like people can ask, how much are they? Where are they available? Where can they get them?
They're available for purchase. You can either go direct to our website and buy online today, or you can find your nearest dealer. If you go to fliteboard.com/locations, you can find any resellers or flight schools. I definitely recommend, if you're interested, flying to flight school and do a demo just like you're doing today, so you could try it before you buy. The prices start at $6,500 for our Fliteboard Air, and then go all the way up to our Mark Newson range, which is around $17,500, I believe. Again, depends on what options you're adding on, like if you're adding on an extra battery, fast charger, extra wings, etc. It can range. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna get you out on our Series 5 prop unit and also our Series 5 jet. And we're gonna have a great time. Nice high tides.
How many times I'm gonna fall? Average. What's your prediction?
A lot. The first time you spend a healthy amount of water, but every time you fall, you learn something, and then eventually we're just cruising.
Excellent.
But you will be foiling for sure, guaranteed.
Excellent. Thank you.
Awesome. So as you can see, with a little bit of instruction, virtually anyone can get out on the water and get fliteboarding with no problems. Obviously, we recommend taking a lesson with a flight school, because of that way you can have an instructor help you out through the learning process. But even if you're remote on your own, within like a couple of hours of trying it, you'll figure it out. Cheers, and we'll see you on the water.